Alright, should be working now. I think I figured out what my problem was. With that, anyway. A little zone gaming. There's your cup champion right there. Nice. Created by playing Forza 7. Forza 7. I should probably say that into the microphone, huh? I just gotta get in the race car. This is not NASCAR Heat 2. I think that's pretty obvious to the title. Actually, I think I had Brad. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do they have a Dale Jr. final race car yet? Anybody know? I have one on Forza 6. Huh. Get used to seeing that. There it is right there. It's all good. Is there not a NASCAR just hopper anymore? Guess not. I know it will do though. Hey, zone gaming. I've been good. Just chilling out. Watched the race tonight. Fairly happy with the result. I would have liked to see Brad win, but I kind of went in knowing that was a bit of a stretch. But I'm happy for Truex. He earned that one. I don't think anybody doubts that Truex really deserved that one more than anybody. And what's up, Grim? By the way, Grim, I did see your message. I don't know what happened to your sword deal, but I'll give it back to you. There you go. Or wrench or whatever the hell it was. So there you go. So all in all, I thought it was a good race. I just realized the game audio is not playing through the. Why is it not any game audio? You guys can't hear the game, can you? You should be able to, but Elgato's not outputting noise. Apparently. There, that should do it now, but I can't hear it. So what if I do this? And now you should be able to hear it. Yeah, that should do it now. That should do it. I'm on the Xbox One X right now. Usually I'd be playing on the PC, but that's asking a bit much out of a 4K downscale to 720. Alright, good. That's cool. Oh, somebody got killed back there. Well, that's a good time to do one of our quick stops. You see that one guy that was going flipping in the back there? That was pretty crazy. Do a review on the Xbox. I haven't really used it that much, if I'm totally honest. But I mean, it's a solid console. Nah, it's not the Scorpio edition, it's just a regular one. The Scorpio edition was already sold out when I went to go pre-order one. So I was like, oh. We'll have a good regular one then. And I wasn't looking at my screen. I was looking up at the freaking TV for the race, watching post-race. That was great. Oh well, we'll get our second pit stop in then. What in the world? Keep digging. One thing about these long races is the AI tend to crash a lot, so it's not too hard to catch up to them. Especially if you get behind early when, like we did. It's just a matter of not keep getting behind. Not doing things like that a lot. We're going to be back inside the top 10 here now. Yeah, this is the Forza AI. A couple spots there. This is the second hardest one. This is about as tough as they can get without actually being unbeatable. If you will remember back to, it was a while ago when it was Forza 6, but they didn't fix the problem for Forza 7. When they say unbeatable, especially at Homestead, it is quite literally unbeatable. The AI will drive lap times that you cannot physically achieve, and I don't care what kind of racer you are. You can be literally Martin Truex Jr. Unbeatable difficulty is quite literally unbeatable. So you kind of have to roll on pro. But the AI in Forza are just generally bad. Forza Horizon 4, I might look into it. If it comes out next year, it most likely will. I believe first is this red car right in front of us. He's getting held up by lap traffic. I thought the race was a pretty good race. I had relatively good expectations. You know, Homestead's usually a pretty good race. It's definitely not a bad race. Or racetrack, I should say. But it was a good race. I went in wanting Keselowski to win, obviously knowing he was going to have to get pretty lucky to have that happen. But, yeah. Finished fourth of the four. So, what can you do about that? I'm happy for Truex. I wish Kyle Busch would be a little bit more professional instead of just blaming everybody else for why he lost. That was my only gripe. And that was a post-race thing. But other than that, I thought it was a good race. I feel bad for Danica, too, to go out in what is basically her last, like, full season race. Obviously, except for Daytona next year. I just feel bad for her, because that's the story of her career right there, just wrecking. But also, one thing that a lot of people may have thought about is that Erik Jones is Rookie of the Year. I'm very happy about that. I'm telling you, watch out for Erik Jones the next couple of years. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins next season. He might be the next guy to get a win before Chase Elliott does. But speaking of wins, we're going to win. There you go. Victory. And I got destroyed. I think I was the only guy on the lead lap. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do very good there, that's for sure. It wasn't Brad's fault. I know a lot of people consider it whining and complaining when he says what he says about Toyota and TRD and having an advantage. But he's not wrong. You know, it doesn't take, it doesn't take a lot of looking into it to see that they do have a pretty hefty advantage. And it's not like they don't deserve it. I mean, they worked for it. They put their money into it. Thanks, Grim. I'm glad you did it, Grim, because I was thinking about it, but I wasn't going to do it. TRD, they have a obvious advantage, but they earned it. They're the ones that, sat back, saw that they weren't getting the performance that they wanted, and they poured a bunch of money, and said, here, we want to win races, we want to win championships, and we want a car that is aerodynamically superior, and that's what they did, and that's what they got. So if Ford and Chevrolet want to stand up to that, they're going to have to do the same thing, and Chevrolet is. I'm telling you, that Camaro body they're bringing in next year is going to be fast. That'll probably be the most aerodynamically advanced body we've seen in NASCAR yet. But, for Ford and for Brad, until they do something different with the Ford body, they're going to have to just live with what they got. Either bring it in the power department, or they're going to have to rely on strategy like they have this year, and look where that got them, 4th out of 4. So, it is what it is. That's how it goes. So, what can you do? I wouldn't be surprised if not next year, but the year after, if like 2019. I wouldn't be surprised if Ford brings the Mustang body up to Cup. I really wouldn't doubt it, because that's the only move I can see fit, really. Like, they got to do something. What happens to NASCAR channels when NASCAR season's over? I'm still going to be doing the NASCAR Heat 2 career. I'll do some Forza as well. I will be expanding a little bit. Here's something I want to talk about. Here's a little getting a little meta, if you will. You guys been hearing about, I talked about this on my last stream, but it wasn't, I didn't go too terribly in depth into it. Have you guys seen what's going on with the adpocalypse on YouTube? Where a lot of people, like YouTubers, and it doesn't matter who you are, if you're a big YouTuber or a small YouTuber like we are. There's this thing called the adpocalypse, and I'm sure if you watch a lot of YouTube, you've probably heard of it. But basically what happens is, YouTube, their advertisers, first of all, started boycotting them because they weren't happy with the kinds of videos that their advertisements were being played with. And we all know the kind of videos they're talking about. It's like the dank meme compilations and like the, somewhat offensive videos that are, I mean, really they're just meant to be funny, but I can understand why. So YouTube basically took that feedback and they implemented this system. And the system is not very good. And that's being polite about it, to be honest with you. It takes videos that it determines are not advertiser friendly, and it basically takes the ads from them so that you can't earn ad revenue off the videos, or you earn, basically nothing from the videos. Now that's fine and dandy, I guess if that's how they want to take money away from like offensive videos, I could see that. But here's where the problem comes in. You guys watch my videos. I don't make offensive content. I don't make unadvertiser friendly content. All my videos are of NASCAR for the most part. The whole sport survives on advertisement, for crying out loud. Sponsors are what get. Look at Matt Genza. Look at Danica Patrick. They're all leaving. Why? Because they can't get sponsors. People are coming in. William Byron's coming into the sport because he has a sponsor. Cole Custer's got a sponsor. All these other guys got a sponsor. So the world revolves on advertisements in what I am involved in. But YouTube and their less than perfect system has been declaring all of my videos that I upload, basically all of them, essentially. They've been deeming them as unadvertiser friendly. And like I said, you guys watch my videos. I don't make anything that isn't advertiser friendly. I don't even swear in my videos. So it doesn't get any more squeaky clean than this, And they still hit the videos with the unadvertised. And basically what that means is I don't get paid. Boo-hoo. I don't get paid. Whatever. It happens. It sucks because YouTube is my main source of income. I do this as it's my full-time deal right now. Since I've been out of school, this is what I've been doing. So, sucks. Really sucks. But it is what it is. A lot of people have been doing things like doing Patreon, which I'm considering it. And that's just depends on if the generosity of people, and I don't want to beg for money. That's nobody does, so I definitely don't. People have also been like jumping ship from YouTube to places like Twitch and doing live streams more often, like I'm doing right now on YouTube. I have a Twitch channel. It's Soundhead Entertainment on Twitch if you want to follow it, because I might be headed there for at least doing half YouTube and half Twitch or something. And they've been doing Twitch, and the culture of Twitch is sort of people viewers give donations and whatnot to that, and I wouldn't expect any of that, but just to have a little bit better platform, especially for live streaming, would probably be the reason I go there. So that's the problem that I'm facing right now, is just the YouTube is demonetizing all of my videos essentially. Every time I upload a video, it gets hit. And you can request review, which they claim that a real life person, somebody working at an office building somewhere, goes through the video, watches it, and decides whether or not it's actually, unadvertiser friendly. And every time I've done that, they reapprove the video for monetization. And, then they say basically, yes, you can make money off this video. But by the time they do that, usually all the initial views, which is where all of the money would come from, is gone. So that is it's hurting everybody. You look at Twitter or Reddit or anywhere, the YouTube advertiser problem pops up all the time. Like, it's not just, it's everybody on YouTube, and especially gaming channels, and that's what I do. So that's what really sucks. So I don't know what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to put the thinking cap on or something. Like I said, I've considered maybe setting up a Patreon and doing something like that, where if people wanted to contribute, they could, and they'd get some sort of special reward for doing so. Or doing streaming and, you know, putting in an option for donations. That's another option. But like I said, I don't expect money from anybody who's watching it. That would be... That's not what I want to do, you know. Let YouTube throw the ads on and let that make money, and that would be the best option. But if they don't fix that, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Yeah, all of the YouTube's just been really weird lately. That's the one bummer. And I love doing YouTube, and I won't ever. Won't ever. I pretty much can guarantee that I won't ever quit YouTube, especially not over this. Like, I uploaded a video less than an hour ago about Truex, called Truex Jr. Takes the Title. That got demonetized. Why? You know? It's a freaking race car going around a track and doing a burnout. I don't get it. It's been back up for a while, but I'm just sitting here, I'm talking about the adpocalypse, so. It is what it is. We'll, if it keeps getting worse, I might have to resort to doing something like Patreon, and if that does well, then that would be great. If not, I'm not worried about it. My biggest concern really is the one thing that I wasn't totally aware of when I started this year was that on YouTube, I guess I say I wasn't aware of it. I was aware of it, but I wasn't very cautious of it. Is that YouTube revenue that you make money? Obviously, you make money from advertisements on YouTube. You have to pay taxes. Obviously, everybody over the age of 18 has to pay taxes, or anybody who has a job has to pay taxes. So I basically is, you know, rough estimate, usually taxes are about 25% of what you make, and most jobs take that out anyway. Like, they will take out your taxes, and then you file your taxes, you know, in wherever in the beginning of the next year, and then they give you, sometimes they'll give you some money back, depending on, like, you know, depending on how accurate their taxation was. Twitch Pay. I don't know what Twitch Pay is, but there's different ways that, you know, you can get partnered on Twitch and do subs and stuff like that. That's a whole ordeal too, and I would like to do Twitch. I mean, it's fun. I like this. I like streaming because you get to interact with people, like, in real time. Like, YouTube comments, it's like such a disconnect. But if you do Twitch, you get it right off the bat, and it's kind of cool to just see. Because, like, look, I'm sitting right here talking to you guys. It's cool. I've never met, like, new people before. But, yeah, YouTube's killing smaller channels for sure. But anyway, back to what I was saying about taxes. And I know it's kind of boring. But you have to pay essentially 25% of what you make every year. And the bummer with YouTube is that they don't take that out. They just give you all the money you earn, and then you have to set, you know, 25% basically of what you make aside until they send you your form, and then you have to fill out your taxes, and then you figure out how much money you owe Uncle Sam, and then you send that money basically to, you know, wherever it goes. So that's the one part that sucks, because I have to account for that. And it's a fairly large amount of money. Obviously, I don't think you're allowed to say how much you make on YouTube. I can promise you I don't make enough. You know, trust me, I don't make enough. You know, but that's neither here nor there. But the fact that they don't take your taxes out and you have to kind of do all of the lifting yourself kind of sucks. So that's the bottom line with that. I'll quit talking about it because I know it's not that interesting if you're not actually involved in it. But just be aware that if a lot of, and it's not just me either, you know, if somebody you watch on YouTube, you know, starts asking for, you know, donations, or starts, you know, sets up a Patreon, you know, and wants to, like, that's going to become the normal pretty soon. Because look at how it's gone pretty well for a lot of people on Twitch. You know, they get very generous people who support them, and they're very fortunate to be in that situation. So if you see a channel that you watch, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be me. It probably won't be me for quite a while if it even happens at all. But don't be surprised by it, because that's, I think, where this is all heading. It's freezing right now, but I'm in northern Texas. Yeah, it snowed yesterday here in Michigan. It was snowing pretty good. Not enough to really stick to the ground overnight, but it was coming down pretty good. Stuck to the top of the cars and everything. So that's the deal. But yeah, don't be surprised to see that in the future. Oh, look at that. There's a good car right there. So I'll get another race going here, because I know sitting here listening to me blab is not entertaining at all, I'm sure. So let's get this rolling here. Let's find a good car. Gotta set that by rating so I actually get the good ones. 40s, 45s in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, it's gonna start dropping pretty soon. I had a bet going with my family that by the 18th it would snow, and it started snowing on the 18th, which I thought was pretty funny. I don't see any good cars in here. I want to drive. Oh, that's nice. I should use that in a video. I think I already did, actually. Never mind. I gotta keep track of what I used at the end of Forza 6 and what I haven't. Yeah, we're all just sitting here talking about the downfall of YouTube is all. I really hope they fix this system, because it truly does suck. When you go to Mall of America. Can't say I've ever been there. They're showing a piece on Danica Patrick. I had a question. Did anybody else feel bad for Danica Patrick? Also, Grandma, I have no idea. I don't think it's in Forza 7. I don't think NASCAR Painter does Forza anymore. I think he moved to iRacing, which is hard to blame him. You can actually use solid tools when you paint in iRacing. Like, you can use. There's not any cars I want to race in this damn thing. All right, we're finding a different car then. Did I already go through the lightning one? Yeah, it's her last full-time year. I love this car, by the way. This discount tire one. That's beautiful. Now let's hit up Eric's car for next year. Yeah, I felt kind of bad for her too, right? Like, you know, I read an interesting thing on the NASCAR subreddit earlier this week about Danica and her crew chief, and basically her, you know, Stewart Haas Racing, and how Danica was talking about, you know, on the radio, the driver will get on the radio and say what's wrong with the car, like, you know, I'm too tight, you know, too tight in the center, whatever, plowing tight. And for Danica, she would say, you know, the car is too tight in the center, and the crew chief would say, okay, and then not do anything about it. From what I read. And when she went to Martinsville, it sounded like she went, she went there with one of Kevin Harvick's cars that he didn't like. That he said don't bring the car back because it wasn't very good, and they ended up instead of throwing that car away, they gave it to Danica. So that interested me. You never know how those team relations go. You don't know if she's getting a fair shot or not, I guess, really. So it'll be interesting to see how she gets, or how she does in the Indy 500. What am I doing? I'll do Daytona. Why not? I haven't done Daytona racing a little bit. I can do a night race too. Why not? Let's bump this up like 50 laps or something ridiculous. I'm trying to make some credits tonight. So that and again, like, I can't guarantee that it's exactly what happened. That's what I read on the NASCAR subreddit. But I don't doubt it. If that is true, I don't doubt it at all. That sounds really sad. Yeah, and Casey Kane, that's another good example. Later, E-Box. Casey Kane is another good example of somebody who has talent, but they kind of get the leftovers, if you will. Like, everybody knows Casey Kane, of the four drivers at Hendrick Motorsports as of 2017. Obviously, next year is a whole new ball game there, but right now in the 2017 lineup, which I guess technically it is now the new lineup since the year's over or season's over. But anyway, the 2017 lineup, you have Dale Jr. Obviously, they're trying to give him something to work with. Jimmy Johnson, he probably gets the best of what they have. They probably know he's got the best chance. You've got Chase Elliott. He probably gets either equal to Johnson or slightly less. And then you got Casey Kane. And I think he gets the worst of it. I think he gets the leftovers. I really do. If you made design, you can somehow you can port over the basically, to answer your question, Cruiser Dude. Yes, I don't know how though. I just realized I didn't hit start on this race. I'm dumb. And yeah, Casey Kane is going to the 95 to replace McDowell, and I feel bad for McDowell because McDowell helped build that team up, and now he's getting the boot. So I feel bad for McDowell a little bit there, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, yeah, Casey Kane, basically, he got kind of the raw deal. They had to be giving him the leftovers, and that's what it is. I mean, it's not like Michael McDowell's like an all-star, greatest driver ever, but he did help that team a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if McDowell either just hangs it up or goes back to Xfinity. That would be my best guess for McDowell. I mean, if Matt Kenseth, it's that simple. If Matt Kenseth can't even get a ride in 2017, nobody's going to pick up Michael McDowell. It's just not going to happen. What's up, Derby King? So that's a shame for McDowell. But on the despair of losing a ride to the happiness of somebody getting a ride, I am very much looking forward to Bubba Wallace being in the Cup Series next year. Oh yeah, Landon Castle too. I'll be interested to see what Landon Castle does. He's another one of those guys where I think either he's going to go to the Xfinity Series or just retire. Because, I mean, believe it, I know Landon Castle's been around for a little bit. I remember he used to drive Junior Motorsports for a while, from like 2010-ish, around there, maybe a little later. But, I don't know. He's a cool guy. He seems like a nice guy. He hasn't really performed. And I understand sort of why he's getting dropped, I guess I'll say. Interesting cruiser, dude. Thanks, Derby King. And I look. That's why I can't look away from the chat. That's what happens. Do we know who's gonna fill in for in Landon Castle's ride? Or have they not announced that yet? Also, another big thing is that JTG Daughtery Racing is getting a Hendrick Alliance. That is big. That is huge. I gotta pause the game to say this even. Watch. Next year, Chris Buescher is one of the best drivers, pound for pound, on talent out there. Keep your eyes on Chris Buescher next year. Watch. Allmendinger's gonna win the title. I wouldn't be down. I'd be totally okay with that, honestly. If AJ Allmendinger won a championship, I would not. I would love it. As long as it isn't like over Keselowski or somebody that I like would really want to see win, I'd be totally fine with that. Hendricks, I believe so. I believe it is. I know for sure it's an engine alliance. I'm not totally sure on the chassis, but it could be. But those boys, I'm telling you, Chris Buescher is highly underrated. Like, he is a super good driver. And I wouldn't be surprised to, he got that sort of fluke win at Pocono last year. He could win a race just straight up. And especially with the new Chevy Camaro body, If they get kind of like what Toyota's been having this year with a little bit of better aero package than the rest of the field, that could be big for Chevrolet teams entirely, and for those smaller teams that are starting to step up. JTG could become sort of a full-on like Chevrolet version of Furniture Row. That's what I'm seeing out of this. Me too, Max. Me too. You know, Grandma, I see her back there. Chase Elliott or Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, I could see it. Chase Elliott, though. You know, he's a good driver. And I'm not going to sit here and say he's not capable. Of course he's capable. But he's like a master choke artist. To put it nicely. I don't know. Honestly, Chase Elliott, it's hard to say, because, you know, now William Byron's there. You know, William Byron's going to be there too. And you've got Eric Jones, who's going to be at Gibbs next year, which is a little bit more solid team. Obviously, he was at Furniture Row, which is the best all-around team, but to have a little bit more just sort of seasoned help, I guess you would say, at Gibbs. And he came close to winning a couple of times this year. He led a lot of the laps at one of the Michigan races, I think it was. Or at least, I don't know if he led laps or if he was just close to the lead for a lot of the time. Hang on, I gotta read the chat. Oh, nice job, Grim. I didn't even see that guy in there. Well done. Yeah, I know. There you go. It's crazy to think about Furniture Row and how far they've come. That is actually crazy to think about. That they had freaking Kenny Wallace on their team. First of all, not to diss Kenny Wallace, but you know if he's driving for your team and it's not a dirt race, you're in trouble. Just ban that guy. Just ban that sniper guy. You know, actually, I'll do it. Hey, pimp. See ya. Bye-bye. Board, get out. What's something else? Pretty easy. Bye, have a beautiful time. Anyway. That's right, we don't take no mess around here. That's one of the things. I watch a couple of streamers, and my favorite streamer on, especially on Twitch, is a guy named Sandy Ravage. I've been watching him actually for a very long time. He used to do videos on YouTube back when like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was big. I remember I'd be like 13 when those videos came out. No, I wasn't. No, that's way off. Anyway, those videos came out in like 2010, so I must have been like 11. And I used to watch those videos. They were so much fun on Modern Warfare 2 called Booster Justice. And anyway, bottom line is, he drops the ban hammer all the time. If somebody even steps remotely out of line, he's like, see ya, and bans them. And that's kind of what I do too. I gotta see. What a multiplayer is. I would do multiplayer if they actually had NASCAR. Like, they don't have, like, just a NASCAR hopper. So that kind of sucks. Like, if I want to do NASCAR multiplayer, I'd have to, like, set up a lobby and, like, invite people. And I don't have that many people on that would play in most likely. We're slowly making our way up the field. Oh, there it is. Ooh. I thought for sure that was going to damage us or something. Man, Grim, you're good. I can't even see what these guys say before you get them. Pentrex, you got a book report? I feel how that is, Pentrex, but I would do that. Trust me, I would rather do that. I'll be here. That book report has a deadline. You know, I'll be back. You ain't gonna miss much, trust me. Make sure you get that done. Alright, Cruiser Dude, see you in a minute. No, that's not the way to live. Man, I feel you though, because I used to do the same stuff, but you know, gotta keep them grades. Gotta do the work on time. I found that out the hard way a couple times. Listen, that's why I was so happy to graduate. I hated school, dude. I really did. I hated it. I was not like a good student. Like behaviorally, I was the greatest kid in there. But when it came down to actually like doing class work, I hated it, dude. Let's do Friday. Alright, that's understandable. But I'm always a get it done ASAP, and then you have all the time in the world to relax. You ain't worrying about it. You ain't doing it last minute. If I could go back and change something about my school career, it would be to be less of a procrastinator, because that's what it would always get me. I'd be like, Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. And then, you know, I'm like, oh, crap, that's due tomorrow, and it's midnight. And I gotta get up at 7. And I got a 3-page paper to write. And a lot of times, if I was really bad, I would just not do it. And then that leads to really, really bad consequences. So, I feel you. Thank you, Max. Forza 8, probably in about 2 years. I might check out Horizon. I've never been big on the Horizon games, but a lot of people seem to like them on YouTube, so I'll give them a shot. I'll give the next one that comes out a chance. I've never been too big on them, like the open world thing. If they brought the stock cars, the NASCAR stock cars into Horizon, and I could drive them in an open world, that would be cool. That would be an instant buy for me. Good stuff, Max. Keep the grades up. That's what it's all about, really. That was my biggest regret of high school. My freshman and sophomore years, you know, I didn't care. I didn't do the work. And it didn't end well. You know, the school administration was not very happy with me. And there almost was no junior year at my school for me. Luckily, I kind of got the kick in the butt that I needed. I had to do a summer program basically, it wasn't full-on summer school, but it was like, you know what E2020 is. If you go to school nowadays, you probably know what E2020 is. If you first of all, if you're in E2020, get the hell out. You know, get it done and get out of there, and don't ever go back. Don't ever make your way back in there. Just keep your grades up. But basically, I had to do one of those, and there were like 7 kids. There were like 7 kids in that program that were like in danger of getting kicked out, basically, of the school for not having good enough grades. And of the 7, this is a true story. Of the 7, I was the only one who did enough work to stay. And then 2 years later, I graduated from that school, so that was pretty cool. So, bottom line is, kids, keep the grades up. Trust me, it sucks while you're doing it, but when you look back on it, you'll be happy you did. Bottom line there. Yeah, I'll have to check out. Maybe I'll go back and play a little bit of Horizon 3. I do have it. I don't have it installed on the Xbox. I have to download it. Maybe I'll do a stream. I'm gonna start streaming more often. Maybe I'll do a stream where I like try and get into Forza Horizon 3. Would you guys be interested in that? That's right, Uncle Ev getting that pep talk. You know how it's gotta be. I realize it though now, like when I was actually in school, I was like, yeah, you know, this doesn't matter. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, damn, I should have been on it a lot earlier than I was, because it does matter, it really does. But I got through it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who say, whoa, well, if I can do it, anyone can. Trust me. If I can do it, anyone can. They tried to kick my ass out, and I had to fight back for it. And here we go. Here's the last pack of cars right here. We're going to go a lap longer than they will. I'm going to go until we're close to running out. What's my favorite racing game right now? Probably... Oh, man, that's hard. It's hard between Forza and NASCAR Heat 2. I actually really like NASCAR Heat 2. Go back to Forza Horizon 2. I have basically every Forza game made, so I could. I'm gonna dive in the pits the next lap. Food's good. I like food. What up, Lowe's 48 man? Welcome back, E-Zone. Alright, we're gonna hit the pits because we're running low on gas here. Ooh, it started sputtering there. See, we're in good shape right now because everybody else is on one quick stop. And we're on our second one right now. So that is good information to have. And we're going to come out basically right with most of these guys. What are you doing, Joey? Joey just wrecked me. No, I don't really have a mobile device. I have a phone, but it sucks. Do I like? Are we talking like swimming pools or like the game pool where you have to hit balls into a pocket? Because if we're talking about either one of those, I guess the answer is yes to both. At least we finally get some actual racing competition now. Need for Speed. Yeah, it still sucks, though. I won't doubt that. It sucks while you're doing it, I should say. I don't know, Grim. It's kind of weird, ain't it? It's been I've noticed that too. There's a lot of people that are wilding out. I would never join the stream and show my ass like some of these people do. It's kind of crazy. Here's a new topic. Why Need for Speed Payback is maybe the worst game I've ever played. It just is. might just be the sound relative to our position. Are you talking about in the game or in real life? Just about everything about that game is terrible. Those are some of the worst driving physics I think I've ever played on in my whole life. The game is essentially microtransaction hell. People were complaining about Star Wars. I didn't think Star Wars was too bad when it came to microtransactions. Need for Speed Payback was way worse when it came to microtransactions. They need to just go back to the old school Need for Speed, dude. I grew up on, like, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 2, and the Underground games, dude. Those are some of the best games, best racing games ever made. Legit. Like deer meat? Yeah. Listen, if it's food, there's a good chance I enjoy it. We're sort of catching this little pack here. Slowly, kind of one by one, cars are starting to pit. We're up to 7th, and I think I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the map in our vicinity. In front of us, that is. Dirt 4 was fun. It got old kind of fast. There wasn't a lot of substance. Like, it was, why would you do this? Why would you do this? I can't believe you done this. Wow. Are you serious? Alright, well that's gonna kind of force our hand here. We're gonna have to pit again. I am retarded. Oh my god, get in the pit. And it didn't count me as in the pits. Holy moly, this race has gone bad real fast. Oh my god. What is... Well, that's not good. Dirt 2 was my bet. Was the best one. I can't believe I just rolled this damn vehicle. I've been racing this whole thing. And I rolled the car. I blame that Chase Elliott clone. That was his fault. F these cones. Get these cones out of here. There you go. I hit every last one of them. I'm gonna wreck it again. I'm gonna wreck it again. I have had enough. All right. This went to hell fast. I'm getting lapped right now, by the way. Try and block. Well, that sucks. Go backwards. I'll go backwards once we're closer to the end. I'll go backwards on like the last lap. That way all we have to do is come back to the line and finish it. You never know. The big one might break out amongst the AI and I might gain a couple more spots. Thanks, NASCAR Gamer. Appreciate it. F the cones. Kill all the cones. Hey, Fireball. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like my videos. YouTube surely doesn't. Oh, feels bad, man. Alright, Fentrix, we'll be back a couple nights this week probably. I'm gonna try do a little bit more streaming. I might do a couple streams over on Twitch. Get that up and running. Grim, do you have Forza 7? New topic? What do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about the race again. Later, Fentrex. Good luck on that book report, bud. I do know who David Land is. I do not know him personally. I should ask him I should ask him for some tips on what to do at an IndyCar race, because I'm going to one next year and I've never been there before. Apple sucks. I've been saying that for years. Nobody listens to me. I feel for you. Then I don't have $1,200 laying around for an iPhone. Well, this race is almost over. What should I do next? Should I fire up another race? Call of Duty? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really crazy about Call of Duty anymore. I used to really enjoy, like, Modern Warfare 2 and the original Black Ops. But pretty much every game after that, with the exception of maybe Black Ops 2, I haven't really liked them that much. And I did order World War II on Steam, but I played it for like 30 minutes, kind of got the same vibe, and I refunded it. Hello, Marie. I could do NASCAR Heat 2. I have the next couple episodes of NASCAR Heat 2 recorded. I probably should edit those so they come out soon. That's one thing I'm gonna start doing a lot more. I want to finish the first season of that up fairly soon. I just wish I was a little better at the game. Call of Duty, yeah, I know some people like Call of Duty. I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea. I'm doing good, Maria. How about you? Or Marie? Sorry. How are you? Oh, Jesus Christ. And that's what happens when you're not looking at the screen, folks. Oh, well, we're 4th. Or we're 24th. We're dead last. We'll pit again. Oh, and I missed pit road because I was looking at the chat again. Damn it. And look, finally somebody who's on the same lap as me, and they're probably going to pass me right back because the car's destroyed. F the cones! F the cones! Who needs them? There we go. Do play Xbox and computer. If you're asking which one I play, I actually play on both. Right now I'm playing on the Xbox, but a majority of the time, especially when I'm recording, I play on the PC. F the cones! F the cones! F that cone in particular. And this one. And this one. And this one. And especially this one. So, 90 days till Daytona 500. I'm excited. You guys excited? I'm excited. Time to go backwards. Asking shall see. NASCAR gamer, I feel you. I agree on that one. I would like a NASCAR 09 style paint booth where you can actually import paint schemes, like from Photoshop or whatnot. Sort of NASCAR 2003 style. I'm gonna finish ball. Gonna wreck across the line here. There you go. What a race. I'll tell you what, we were gonna win that until I flipped over for no reason. Yeah, death to all cones. No cones shall survive. What the hell? I was looking at a commercial and there was a gentleman using a hairdryer on his southern regions. That was caught me off guard, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Let's get paid. I wonder how much we'll get for a 50-lap race where I finish dead last. Probably a flat nothing. $44,000. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a level up. That's level up. That freaking pop-up scared the crap out of me just then. I usually have those turned off just so they're not like popping up all the time when I'm trying to record and whatnot, but no biggie. Alright, what do you want to do next? We could A, do another Forza race. B, do NASCAR Heat 2. C, do something totally unrelated. D, I could sit here and talk to you people. A, B, C, D, E. E, I can, you know, call it a night. Get to editing. Relax. Wonder whether or not YouTube is gonna ruin my livelihood. I wonder if they've approved any of my videos yet. I have to check. Oh, they approved the trucks one. Watch this. NASCAR Heat 2 online. Want to die? B or D? What was B? NASCAR Heat. D. Sit here and talk to you people? Really? That's what you'd want? Right. Hang on. I'm gonna turn the screen off real quick. It will be back. I wonder if does this work still? Oh, nice, it does. Yeah, this is kind of for like the Twitch thing that I'm thinking of doing. The little screen there. Oh, that's the wrong controller. Lol. Grim says hi, stream. I'll put that back on now. Listen, B or D? D. I think I'm seeing I'm seeing, I think the majority of the answers have been D at this point. Which was sit here and talk to people. Which I'm totally down for. Let me see, if my do NASCAR. You guys want to do NASCAR 18? What would I wanna do on NASCAR 18? Do they? Is there a lot of I don't know if there's a big multiplayer population on PC. We can find out though. I wonder. Oh great. Hang on a second. Let me change this back from the Xbox to. All right, we'll do a little. We'll do some NASCAR 18. Sound good? Sounds good to me. All right. There are totally some spoilers right here for the next 2 races, so don't look at those. But the next, it's like the next 4 races. Now you can do the Matt Crafton flip. I could try that. Oh no. Well, there you go. 704. If you're watching this, here you go. That's for you. Try this again. Oh, the thing telling me the game crashed. That's not. Oh no. All right, we're gonna go ahead and have to kill that one in Task Manager. It looks like. Let's try that again. Much better. Ow. So loud. Quick! Turn off the copyrighted music. No. I'm gonna turn the music off here for a second. La la la. You can't hear the copyrighted music. You can't hear it. There's not any copyrighted. I don't know what you're talking about. There was never any copyrighted music on my stream. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What's wrong with you? Alright, quick race. We do that. Let me think. Well, let me check this first, because I am actually genuinely curious to see how many people there are on multiplayer. Yeah, we want to change this for sure. We'll do that one. You can see these are all still from like the last time. Oh, they must have added like bonus DLC schemes. Isn't there extra DLC coming on, coming soon? I wonder if they sent me an email about that yet. I don't check my emails nearly as much as I should. Oh, it's another. Really? Yeah, the crash in question is like right there. So, I gotta click back. I don't have it on the Xbox. I only have it on the on Steam on PC. So I wonder how many race lobbies found. Fresh. Refresh. 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 Huh. So, looks like there's nobody playing Need for Speed. Wow. NASCAR Heat 2 on PC. So, do with that what you will. Patch notes. When is this? Is there not a date on this one? This update we're mainly addressing career mode crash that some users have been experiencing, but there's other additions that's got fixing some other crash. Added Justin Haley as a driver. Justin Haley. Justin Haley. Oh, was that the 24 truck? Oh. Alright, here's my biggest gripe with NASCAR Heat 2. And like I said, I actually do really like this game. It's a big step up from NASCAR Heat Evolution, which was a pretty large disappointment in a lot of people's eyes. Oh, that car actually has a couple different things now. Ooh, I like that. They, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, doy. And it's not even something that's, like, even in their control. I would assume. Because I would assume it's a team decision. But, what in the heck is that? Oh, those are the NASCAR next roads. I know you're probably screaming, get to the point, get to the point. That GMS basically entirely is missing from the game. Meaning that Johnny Sauter's not in the game. I don't believe Kaz Grell is in the game. Well, Justin Haley apparently was missing in the game until today. Or recently. I don't know if I'm blind or I've missed his truck, but I don't see his truck in here anywhere. Okay, am I going crazy? Justin Haley's truck is not in this game. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, well that's interesting. I disagree with having these trucks in here. The NASCAR Next ones. Although that looks cool. Austin Hill. Alright, we'll go with Crafton and we'll do the Flip at Daytona again. I don't want to. I'm gonna put it to easy just so I can like drive up the field real fast. Christopher Bell won the truck title. Yeah. Travis Quapple. The best there ever was.
Get set. Check your belts. We're going green. Green, baby. Let's go get it. Steady. to the bottom, get to the bottom. Hold your line. Hold the steady wheel.
Well, that didn't work at all. Clearly that didn't work to plan.
Turn around, you're going the wrong way.
I literally missed. Are you joking, mate? I missed. How do you miss?
Stay sharp, the green's coming. Green
never
flag,
missed
go, 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 go. Hold the steady wheel. Hold the steady wheel. Steady. Hold your line. Easy, easy. Hold your line. Clear low. Hold the bottom. Still a car out there. Still there, he's outside. All clear.
We're gonna try it right here. Alright, that didn't work at all.
Be ready. Be ready. Check your belts. We're going green. Green flag. Green flag.
Hang on, I just realized I haven't had the TV on Fox Sports and they're doing a victory lane thing. Actually, you know what else? I forgot the Lions were playing today, and I don't know how they did. Oh, they beat the... Well, oh, wait. Are they still playing, or are they done? Oh, yeah. They beat the Bears by 3 whole points. Wow. Man.
Hold the steady wheel. Stay on the bottom. Steady. Stay right there. Hold your line. Clear, clear. All clear, all clear. Just one more lap to go. Clear. Clear up top. Clear quick.
Well, I tried. I tried. I tried and I failed. Got him. No. No self-promotion. When will they learn? Oh, and a close game. Ooh. Alrighty. Yeah. What should we do? I don't know. I don't feel like that was really going anywhere. You tried your best. But you don't succeed. Exactly right. I just kind of like, you know, something funny. We should like watch videos that I have on my hard drive. Why is Detroit such an inconsistent hockey team? I wish I knew, mate. I really do. How did they do tonight? Were they playing? Were they even playing tonight? Oh yeah. How did they get beat by the Oh, I'm pissed now. You shouldn't even told me about that, chump. I didn't even want to know about that. Why? How dare you, sir? Oh, that sucks. How did they get beat by Colorado of all freaking? That's.
Please, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
You know what this is? This is funny. This is a podcast that we did. Or, I'll call it a podcast. This is like a 30-minute podcast. But this was like the second one that we ever did. There's two of them sitting here. This one is from, let me see if I can find a date on this. When was this created? So it says modified 620. I don't know. This was probably from like early 2016. Whenever it was the like January that after Forza 6 came out. Roblox. I'd rather die than play Roblox. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if the Avs are good. I still have hatred for them in my heart. But this is funny. You guys want to hear something funny? Let me see. Let me mute my desktop audio real quick so I can scrub through and find the right spot. But this is like the... All right, here we go. So this is kind of funny. This is from like January of whenever Forza. All right, hold up. I can figure this out. Damn it. All right, so Forza Motorsport 6 was released on September 15th, 2015. So this must have been from like January of 2016. It was like late 2015 or early 2016. This was a quote unquote podcast that we like. It was like a pilot episode basically, and we didn't really end up doing anything with it. And yes, that is NASCAR 15. That dates the video a little bit. The NASCAR 15 was still relatively new, but I think the commentary from this is pretty funny. And listen to what I say in this, because this was when Forza 6 was brand new, and we're about to start talking. So I won't even talk until this goes. So just give it a listen. It's kind of funny.
Forza now. I mean, cars, GTA cars, Forza. There you go. There's a segue.
Forza. Yeah, let's get off of GTA for a minute. Let's talk about Forza's.
First of all, my voice has always been annoying. That's just. But we're about to start talking about Forza 6.
6 is fairly new, and I hate it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear it? Did you hear the words that came from my mouth?
And I hate it.
And I hate it too.
Yeah, it's garbage.
I can't comment. Like I said, I only played Forza 4.
we got more time. We got. Yeah, let's get off of GTA for a minute.
I can't comment. Like I said, I can't comment.
I want to try and find that part again.
And I hate it.
But I hated it when it came out. I hated it, I said. I hate it. Could you believe that? Now, to be fair, that was before the NASCAR expansion came out. Alright? I said I hate it. Now, do you realize everything, and I'll full screen it again. Do you realize that literally the majority of the videos on this channel are from Forza Motorsport 6? You guys want? I'll let it play through again, and you're gonna hear it's myself, it's Skullberry Jam, which all of you still know. It's our old friend Weeksy, who used to be a part of our little group that we had, and I think CMR joins us late. Joins in late, and I don't even think I knew Ludus at this point. So this is funny.
I hate it too.
Yeah, it's garbage.
I can't comment. Like I said,
it's garbage. I say. Called it garbage. Common trash. Keep listening.
I only played Forza 4.
Well, I have to disclaimer. My experience.
I think what I'm about to say is, like, I've only played the demo of it, and the demo was outright terrible. So, fair play.
Yeah, same deal here. And let's get into a little bit why before anybody gets mad at us. So when I'll do first impressions here. When I started up the game, it felt just like GTA, Forza 5. It felt the same. I mean, it looked the same. It didn't feel the same. It looked the same. I mean, it looks like it's the exact same game.
First of all, apparently I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about, because I'm saying it looked the same, it felt the same, but it didn't feel the same, it looked the same. Like, what the hell does that even mean, first of all? So that was why this podcast never went anywhere, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, first of all. Second of all, I have, like, the worst microphone in existence when this video is being recorded. How funny is that? It is being repeating, isn't it? I can, repeat it. Hold up! Sorry about that. My mother came in from much like she did the other night when I was recording NASCAR Heat. She came in. So, called it garbage. Common trash. Exactly. Forza 5 I didn't like. I like I said, I played Forza 5. Got Forza 6, and I played, you know, the first couple of things of, like, the campaign, if you will. Fox Sports is telling me it's 91 days till Daytona 500, although I googled it earlier and it said 90. So, somebody's wrong here. Fortnite, I suck at battle royale games, trust me. But anyway, let's move in here a little bit. Let's see what else I had to say. I'm sure I had some great things to say.
But somehow they've managed to make the handling even worse.
Now that is actually somewhat fair, I will say. I played Forza 5. I didn't like it. I thought it was really bad. I don't like, because, you know, I played Forza 4 on the 360, and then Forza 5 came out. I think Forza 5 was like the launch title for the Xbox One. So not only was it like a new controller, but then they changed the physics of the cars a little bit, and it handled way, I won't say worse, I guess, but differently from what I was used to. So naturally, me not being very good at it, I say, oh, well, it's bad. Is it necessarily bad? Maybe not. But I didn't like the transition that they made from 4 to 5. And hello, Casey Bausch, 2007.
Yeah, they have. The cars are like a U-boat. They just don't turn.
Very true statement.
It's like constantly driving an 80s Lincoln Town Car.
Also a true statement. Now, at some point, that's basically it. At that point, to watch the podcast. The podcast isn't actually on the channel anymore. I took it down because obviously I thought it'd be kind of funny if a bunch of people walked up and were like, "Why do you hate Forza 6? If you that's literally all you make videos." But that's always funny. That's always funny to me. Other than that, yeah, that was funny. I'm just kind of going through clips here. Oh, you guys remember Police Pursuits? Technically, Police Pursuits isn't dead. It is still a thing. It just, thank you, NASCAR Gamer. Good Flash. We're talking about an old podcast where I said I hated Forza 6, but now that's that for a while. That was literally all I played. I don't know why that's in there. But yeah, Police Pursuits is alive. There is a plan for it to. I say plan. There is a hope for it to come back and be able to do it, but it's kind of hard to get it moving. With like the server that it takes to run and everything. So I know, Grim, I know you liked it. I liked it too. I always had a lot of fun actually playing through them. Sometimes editing the videos was a little bit of a pain because they were like an hour long. And if I ever brought them back, I would never make them that long again. But that is the deal with that. That is not truly dead, but it's not like a guaranteed comeback. I did really like the intro for that. This was the intro. I spent entirely too long making this with like making it in single player, like putting in all the mods. And then going through the Rockstar editor and getting the clips that I like. And then coming out of the Rockstar editor and putting them into Adobe Premiere and then recording them in there. And it was a whole process. What's up, Saber? Like your liking with me videos? Thank you. I don't know. That's something we should talk about. And this might sound kind of weird to the people who do like the Cars videos. Have you guys seen like the whole Elsa Gate thing? If you're not familiar with it, it's like, have you got, you know how there's like those really weird like kids channels on YouTube that are like super weird, but they have like millions of views on each video? Have you guys heard about this at all? Because it is some creepy stuff, and like there are videos like that are involved. Like Cars videos are involved in that. So I'm like scared to make more Cars videos because like I don't want to be even remotely involved in that crap. If you know what I'm talking about. It's called Elsa Gate. Like Elsa from like the movie Frozen. Elsa Gate. It's like a controversy that's going on right now. It's really screwed up. Like it's hard to even explain like what it's about, and a lot of it is kind of like almost conspiracy theory type stuff, but there's a lot of people saying that those channels are like covers for like possible pedophile rings and like really messed up stuff like that. So I am almost like Like, I'm debating whether or not I even want to make a Cars video again, because I don't want to be even remotely associated with those types of channels that are doing that kind of just really messed up stuff. And if that comes to the light, I'm like, whoa. Because, you know, I'm not even remotely involved in it. It's really creepy if you look it up. The kind of stuff. If you watch Ethan, you know, H3H3, Ethan Neela, they talked about it a little bit on their podcast. It is messed up, dude. It is really messed up. Like, disgustingly so. Disgustingly so. Yeah, it's really, like, the Cars videos that I do, I just do them for fun. Like, people enjoy them. They're some of the most viewed videos on the channel. Like, it's just good fun. And so it's like, yeah, alright, people want to see them, I'll make them. That's no big deal. But now that all this stuff's coming out, it's like, I don't even want to be remotely involved in that. So, like, if that clears up, and one, I've got nothing to hide. So really, what I should do is just carry on doing it. Because if anybody looks into me, they're going to see that I'm, like, totally fine. But it's really just messed up. Like, look it up. Obviously, some of the stuff in there is not necessarily appropriate for all ages. So be careful what you look up. But it's called Elsa Gate. There's a subreddit dedicated to it where you can kind of figure out where and what it's all about. But it's really weird. What are we going to do next? I have no idea. That's why I'm kind of just sitting here right now talking about stuff. Let's look through. I'm just still looking through some of the videos on, like, my my own, like, my hard drive. Thank you. Like my screen thing. I had 3, but my Windows, like, reset the other 2, so now it's just that image repeated across all 3 of my screens, so I'll have to readjust it. But I'm bummed that Brad didn't win. I kind of am, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. But, I mean, look at how he's performed all year. It's not like he was really that great. You know who I do have videos of? This is kind of cool. This was, here, I'll full screen this. This was from my video that I did, the trip to Berlin Raceway. Obviously, that's Kyle Busch, and this, because it's from the side, you might not be able to tell, but that's actually Rusty Wallace. Forza 6. I don't play Forza 6 anymore. I don't have it on the, it's not on the Xbox anymore. But that's Kyle Busch and Rusty Wallace. I gotta find the clip that had the big crash in it. I don't want to play, like, the wrong clip on the stream, but... Here we go. This is the clip right here. I'll turn the sound on. Just Forza 7 right now, I think, is the only game on the Xbox. So that was kind of crazy. You know something else too that I remember, and I don't know, I might have show them in the teaser for a new Police Pursuit. I can. The bummer is I can't really guarantee that it'll ever come out, and I don't want to give too much of it away because my friends and I kind of worked pretty hard on that. But I have another video that I want to talk about. This is your teaser right here. I'll give you this little teaser. There you go. That's what you get. There was an interesting experience that I had at the NASCAR race I went to this year that kind of... I don't know. It didn't really sit right with me. And it didn't involve me, and I didn't say anything. Because, you know, you're at a NASCAR race. What can you do? But there was, you know, you guys saw the videos of where I was sitting. Like, I sat kind of towards the left side, or not left, but the right side of the grandstand. If you're looking straight at the grandstand from the infield, I'm sitting, like, right... Or no, I would be sitting left. Apparently, I don't know my directions. I was sitting... Holy moly. Alright, we're sitting in the infield. We're sitting on pit road. We're looking at the grandstands. You got the big tower. And then you got the middle. You got the start-finish line. I am sitting to the left of the tower by like one set of seats. And about a row behind me and a little bit farther to the left of where I'm sitting, there's this bigger lady, I'll call her. And as some of you might remember, there was a crash between Casey Kane and Daniel Suarez. And the lady, from what I could tell, seemed like she was rather happy to see Daniel Suarez out of the race because of his ethnicity. Basically because he's Latino, she was happy that he had crashed, is essentially what I had gathered from what she said. Now, I don't think that it really picked up on my video, because my audios really wasn't that great. But that's not cool, you know? That was kind of a bummer for me. I didn't like that at all. But that's the only experience I've ever had with somebody who was being sort of loudmouth and rude. All the other people that were there were respectful. And I kind of looked around after she started running her mouth, and I you know, everybody else was kind of like looking down. I think they kind of felt the same way I did. So yeah, she was just, you know, letting it all hang out, I guess you could say. It's kind of sad. You know? This sport, worse than any other sport, needs diversity. You know? If, you know, we got... It's probably the best it's ever been right now. With Daniel Suarez, who's a very successful, very talented racer. You got Bubba Wallace, who's a very talented racer. I mean, these guys are going to come in. It's not going to stop now. The floodgates are open. A lot of people are going to start coming to NASCAR thinking they can get an opportunity here, and they probably can. So, yeah, just a bummer, you know, to have to, you know, you feel bad. And on one hand, you don't feel bad because it's like, what, you know, Daniel Suarez doesn't care about people like that, and good for him, you know. He's going to go home to his nice house, and, you know, he's a freaking NASCAR driver, crying out loud. Doesn't get much better than that. But it's not right. It's just not right. I wonder if I had the video. I don't know if you'd even be able to hear it if I did have it. That crash happened fairly late, too. Or, no, man, I don't think it was late. That was the McDowell spin. That was late. That's a pre-race stuff.
My parents were.
I caught the crash late too. I gotta find it.
Mention the guy that's trying to pad his.
All right, that's from the red flag. To the end.
Way back to the garage.
I gotta find. Anyway, to keep us thinking about that, how about this? A little bit of the best sound ever. I don't know, man. I didn't feel like to Joseph. I didn't feel like Logano did anything wrong. He's still gotta try.
A hard hit for both drivers, but a wicked lift for Casey Kane at the exit of turn 2.
Oh, you hear it? I think this is the one right here. So listen at the beginning of this video right here. This was kind of the beginning, and I don't think I recorded all of it because she went on for a little while. But you'll hear her at the beginning saying, "Yeah, get him out of here." That Daniel Suarez, you know, whatever she said. It started off pretty tame, but I mean, it's not like she went on and went in on him either. But I mean, you could tell where it was coming from. So here you go.
A hard hit for both drivers, but a wicked lift for Casey Kane at the exit of turn 2.
I'll rewind it again just in case you ain't hear it. I had the sound kind of low the first time, but you can hear the lady behind me screaming her head off.
A hard hit for both drivers, but a wicked lift for Casey Kane at the exit of turn 2.
That was just an interesting experience, to say the least. You know, it is what it is. Sad that there are still people like that. But it didn't detract from my weekend too much. Just kind of a bummer. This was cool. From a different one. I went to a monster truck show at the Berlin Raceway. And this I don't know if this is the beginning or not. I think it's this one. So there was like a dope fireworks show, and I'll fast forward to the end here because you can see. I love fireworks. This was cool. So that was pretty cool. That was a really good deal. At the race? Oh, Joseph, you were actually at the race tonight? That's pretty sick. Jimmy Johnson won with Arizona, right? Was that the one, the Auto Club race last year then, that Jimmy won? Most likely? At the California race, it was totally different. Everybody loved Daniel. That's good. Yeah, I know. Epilepsy. I probably should have given an epilepsy warning before that, but that was cool. And then they were like the actual trucks and stuff, too. I don't know if this video has some. Let's have the actual backfield. Just overcooked it a little bit there. Trying to think of what else I have. Oh, this is a little old school, but if you can see this. This was when we were on foxsports.com. We were on the front page for the Everyone Wrecked video, which now has over 1 million views on YouTube. How do I zoom in? Can I zoom in more than this? There we go. Yeah, here's what it looks like. This was on the front page. It had like 8,000 shares. It was pretty cool. Soundhead Entertainment. Yeah, showing off, but it was cool. So, you know, not everybody. It's not every day you get to be on the friggin' front page of Fox Sports, guy. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is kind of funny. The concept, and you can't really see it in VLC, but this was like the this was basically the idea that I had for the logo for the channel. Doi. And then this is the final version, obviously. You can't see the headphone part of it, but what can you do about that? And shout out to CMR who made the channel intro for us, because it's dope. I think what else I got. Let's hang out with some funny stuff. Yeah. Let's see, random clips, trip to races. Oh, the best of NASCAR 2016. I made that on my own personal channel. And I really liked it a lot, but YouTube muted the video because it had a copyrighted song in it, which kind of sucked because I thought it was pretty cool. Got a couple PUBG clips here. This might have been the win. Yeah, this is when we won a game in PUBG. That video's on YouTube. Do I think Forza 7 will update the Chevy body? Yeah, probably not. No. Sadly. NASCAR Heat probably will, but Forza probably won't. Oh, Joseph. You're killing me, man. I'm jealous. I will make it to Daytona eventually. Next 2 years, probably. I'll one of those times, I'll make it at least once. Probably not next year. I've already got my tickets basically lined up for next year for a couple of races, so 2019 though might be a good shout. Race is the first race. I wish I had a better camera at the first race I went to, but I still got to do it, so that was cool. Let's see, what else can I show you guys? Oh, this is how I make like thumbnails. If you guys want to see, just for lulz. This is like the NASCAR Heat 2. This is how it goes. I have this, which is basically obviously the episode number, which this one is from 2 episodes ago. But basically, I Actually, I'll make a thumbnail right here in front of your eyes. There, you do that. And take a picture, basically. Yeah, here's how I get the this is why there's always a cut right after the race points get put in your thing, and then it cuts to like the race results. It's because I go into the replay and I get a screenshot and I use that as a thumbnail. So I'll save that as that right now. How do I feel that Danica is going back to IndyCar for one race? I think she's, you know, I'm. It'll be interesting to see, one, how she does in IndyCar after being gone for all these years. Hopefully she finishes the race, I guess is what I'll say. You know, I used to be like a Danica hater, I guess you'd say. I mean, not like a true hater, like, oh, I hate your guts, but I wasn't like, oh, you know, Danica sucks. She's just taking up a ride. It's what I used to say, you know. Now I kind of, you know, I saw that post the other day and it was like, maybe there's more to this story than the deal, yeah. I can tell you one thing though, there'll be another sellout crowd at Daytona probably next year, even without Dale Jr. being there. Well, I don't know if Dale Jr. being there. This is a good video too. I shouldn't open these right in front of you. You never know what'll pop up. Put that over there. What was the Thon? Dirt 4. Dirt 4 was fun. Demon G, that was a game that was fun too, but I'm not like creative enough to do those. I think of what else I got. What I got? So yeah, that's what I use. I use Photoshop to make my thumbnails. Basically, I take a screen cap. I expect Erik Almirola to be better in the 10. Probably. Hopefully he gets a better. Maybe the crew chief will actually respect him, because from what it sounds like, it doesn't sound like the 10 car's crew chief really gives a crap. And I don't know if it's a thing towards Danica or if it's just a thing in general, but he didn't seem to be trying really. I don't know. That's pretty much everything I got to like show on my computer. I got NR 2003. That's not exactly new, but I got a bunch of mods in here, as you can see. That's how I made all the videos for that game this week. Cat fight. I don't know. Danica's a tough one though. She's taking some huge hits over her career, and she gets out. She might be pissed off, but at least she ain't dead, you know. Not everybody can do that. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be sitting there like, oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, you know, I got a question. And this is actually, that's not even the one, but here's the thing. To all the people in this chat, the 9 of you that YouTube says there are right now, which is probably really 8 of you, because technically one of them's me. So, I have a question for you, and it's not even, let's pretend it's not even me. Let's say that your favorite YouTuber, whoever that may be, say that they were like, you know what, YouTube is not monetizing my videos anymore. I'm setting up a Patreon or like a donation thing. How likely are you to pledge like $5 to that? Because I don't think very many people would do it. And I'm thinking about it to myself, and I'm thinking, you know, I like a lot of YouTubers, but like, would I give $5 to them? Surprisingly, sometimes the answer is no. But sometimes that money just needs to go other places, or sometimes you just don't have the money at all. Do I play Fortnite? No, I don't. I've never played Fortnite, but I can tell you that I am not good at Battle Royale games. Did she get a top 10 at Dover? She might have. %10 chance? See, that's what I think too. I think a lot of people wouldn't be inclined to do it. And like I said, don't associate with me. Think of like somebody else. Like think of like whoever your favorite YouTuber is. If it is me, pretend it's somebody else. Who, you know, if they were like, you know what, YouTube's not paying me, I'm asking for some help, would you do it? 5% chance. See, a lot of these guys probably wouldn't do it. And I'm not surprised by that. And that's not a bad thing either. Because technically I'm right. Because I just don't think most people would do it. It's not an avenue I would even go. Now, I do know that, for some reason his name doesn't come. You know, What If Racing? He's a popular YouTuber, right? He's a popular NASCAR YouTuber. He's got, he set up a, he's not going to lose Miller Lite. They're cutting back because Penske asked him to. Like, he set up a thing because he needs a new computer. Now, that's a genuine need to keep videos coming for him. So I think people would be a lot more likely to do that than to do something like just somebody saying, hey, you know, YouTube's not paying me now, will you guys pay me? I think that is two totally separate things. Because that's somebody saying, hey, will you guys help me keep my channel alive? And then somebody saying, hey, will you guys help me, like, stay, you know, comfortable, I guess you would say. I don't know. Yeah. See, I don't think, and you know, it would be hard for me to do it too. Because, you know, sometimes you just flat out don't know if you're going to have like $10 to give somebody. And giving's important, but sometimes you just can't do it. And sometimes, especially if you're like underage. If you're not an adult, like if you're not 18, that's like the percentage probably drops even lower. Because then you have to like go through your parents or something. Try to recreate Carl Edwards' fence crash. I'm pretty sure people did that like 10 hours after it actually happened back in 2009. There would be no sense in me trying now. Yeah, chum, and see, that doesn't surprise me because I don't think a lot of people would in that scenario that I laid out. I should do iRacing. See, iRacing to me, first of all, I don't like that iRacing costs like a bunch of money, and I've never been good with like the super serious simulators. Like, I don't think I would really be any good at it, and it would be too much money for me to not know that I would be any good at it. You know. So that's my thoughts on iRacing. It's a cool game for those that can afford it and that can actually take it seriously. Like look at Ty Majeski here. Wasn't he the one that was like playing a bunch of iRacing and now he's driving a real car or something? In Cody H Gaming, he's probably got one of Carl Edwards doing his flip. He has all kinds of reenactments. I'm sure he's got one up there somewhere. He's probably a lot better at it than I would be. I tell you what, I wish I had half the patience that he had with NR 2003, because the amount of stuff that you have to tweak, like in the like INI files. Well, for me, that you have to tweak just to get the game to actually run at a decent frame rate, because NR 2003 just for some reason despises Windows 10. What up, Mom? What up, Ramiro? To be honest, it'd be cool to see you in racing leagues. It would be cool. If I was gonna do a racing league, though, I wouldn't want it to be like a super serious one. Like, there was a thing that we almost did. And I say we, like, I had every opportunity to do it, but I kind of ended up turning it down. One, because I really just didn't have the time because I was still doing school and everything else. And two, I didn't really have a lot of, like, I guess you would say, I don't know. I don't know how you would word it. Like, it was somebody else's league, and I didn't really feel comfortable, like, asking somebody else, like, how much control I had in, like, what I could do in the race. Because I didn't want to be in the race and also, like, the NBC people of the race. You know what I mean? But it was like a whole weird thing. It was my own decision to, like, kind of pull out of it. That was what, like, the Forza Soundhead Cup thingy was. But I think it was NASCAR Painter was one of the guys involved in that too. But I don't know how far it went. Believe it or not, there is a lot of KB fans, Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans. I don't doubt that at all. Muhammad is subbing at 4K. Well, thank you, man. We appreciate our long-time subs around here and our new subs, too. Hey, I will be right back. I'm going to go grab a drink. So keep yourselves entertained. Don't get in any trouble. I'll be gone in like 2 minutes. Probably less than that. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, Grim Reaper was a super early sub. Yeah, a real cold bottle of water for tonight. I kind of planned on going kind of crazy. Like, I was like, oh yeah, Brad's got a championship on the line. We're going to go nuts. I'm going to drink all the beer in existence. I didn't have one tonight. But I got to be up kind of early tomorrow because I have to go to the bank. And put a little bit more tax money in there. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think we're all just chilling out after the race. The season's over, man. That is finally starting to sink in for me. Not only is the season over, but Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s career is over. Matt Kenseth's career is most likely over. This is crazy. And about 90 days till the Daytona 500. Who's ready for that? I'm already excited. Joseph Madden Bush didn't win. Photography just found this channel. Hey, fair enough. I feel you, Joseph. That's how it goes, man. Sometimes they line up perfectly, sometimes they don't. That's how it goes. You know, next year, the Daytona 500 is the day before my birthday. And so I'm thinking the best birthday present I could get is for Brad to win the Daytona 500. I think that would be good. But anyway, personally, I think the guy who won the title deserved it the most. I mean, let's be real. Martin Truex Jr., Furniture Row Racing, Toyota Racing Design, or Toyota Racing Development, was whooping everybody's butt this year. I mean, they did it. They earned it. They fought through so much crap to get to Homestead, and then it wasn't even a guarantee for a lot of that race that he was going to win. So, I tip my hat to him. They earned that one. I'd rather have a champion like Martin Truex Jr., who was kicking everybody's butt all year, than have one like Jimmy Johnson last year where he really didn't show up, for the middle of the season until Homestead. And then kind of lucked into one, honestly. But that's just my opinion. Thank you, Mom. We're getting there. We grow. We're growing slowly, surely growing. But I thought it was a solid season. I thought at the beginning it had more promise when the season started, when there was a lot of everybody was kind of on equal ground, I'll say, when the season was sort of the first third of the season. Like, you could show up and Truex could win, or, Brad could win, or Kyle could win. Well, Kyle really didn't show up during the first half, but, there were quite a few drivers that could actually show up and win a race. And then NASCAR kind of came in and shut down a couple of the things that the Fords were doing, and they kind of messed with a couple of things that the Chevys were doing with their aero package. And whatever that was took away whatever kept those manufacturers competitive. And that's why you hear Brad Keselowski saying a lot that Toyota has a significant aerodynamic advantage, because, to be honest with you, they do. But it's not, they earned it. I said it earlier tonight, TRD poured so much freaking money into NASCAR these last couple of years that they got what they wanted. They put money in, they got results out. That's what you got to do. Hopefully this is a wake-up call for Ford, and obviously Chevy's doing something about it with their new body. So countdown to Daytona is right. We'll be there soon enough. It'll be Speed Weeks pretty soon. When is the first practice of the season? That's something we should look up right now. First person to find out what practice, I'd really like to know. Final standings. So beyond the top four, obviously championship drivers, you had Chase Elliott finished 5th overall, Denny Hamlin 6th, Matt Kenseth 7th, Kyle Larson 8th, Ryan Blaney in 9th, and Jimmy Johnson 10th, and that is points position over the season, I believe. But Martin Truex Jr. was just so above everybody else. Good. All right, good night, Mohammed. Have a nice night. Sleep well. Super Pistol Break Gateway in 2014. Dude, I was jumping up and down. I was so happy when Brad won that day race to sort of save his chase in 2014. That was like the greatest thing ever to me at the time. And I do remember Castle, he was still driving the 40 car then too, and I remember he was up there battling. It is what it is. Chris Jr. Gary. Hey, you got to give a shout out to Sherry Pollux too for, you know, being tough. Cancer ain't no joke. So she's doing a lot of good stuff with their charity and everything too. That's cool. Elliott versus Hamlin at Martinsville. That was something that didn't sit right with me personally. I didn't think that what Chase Elliott did to Brad was all that clean. And then obviously what happened to Denny, or happened between him and Denny, obviously that wasn't very clean. But then when people were griping about it, they were saying, oh, you know, Denny's this and Denny's that, and he's a dirty driver and all that stuff. It's like, well, hey, 2 laps earlier, freaking Chase Elliott didn't even try to make the corner. He just slammed right inside of Brad and knocked him up out of the groove after leading the whole race up to that point, or leading like the whole third stage, you know. EA Sports. It's in the game. Well, that didn't totally sit right with me. And then Chase Elliott, you got to give him credit, because what he did at Phoenix, he at least made it look like he didn't do it on purpose, when obviously he did. So, you got to give him credit at least. Somebody told him to not make it obvious. He didn't do a Matt Kenseth where he just drove straight in the corner, but then again, Matt Kenseth didn't have a chance at that point either, so why would you care? That's my opinion on that. I basically said that in my little recap video that I did right after it happened. So, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Let's see, when does the schedule start for next year? So February 19th is the Clash. That's actually on my birthday. Sunday, February 19th. Cut a rear tire. Well, he did, but I mean, he cut a rear tire, but I mean, Chase Elliott did just about everything he could to make sure that happened. He knew what he was doing. You know, that wasn't no accident. And I'd be mad too. I can't blame him. Pick your rear tires up going in the corner. What can you do? I just think it was smart for him to make it look like an accident. Because then they can't say, oh, well, you did this, you did that, you know, like they did to Matt Kenseth. They got that boy. Got him. I'm having trouble finding out when the first practice is next year. Does anybody see it? Oh, dude, chum, me too. Once the Homestead field was set, I was like, I want Newman to not even. I don't even want him to win the race. I want him to finish second and be a no-win champion. I would have loved that so much. That would have been the greatest thing ever. I would have loved that, because that would have made Brian France feel so stupid. Maybe Jaskies can tell me. First Auto Parts Clash. When's practice for it though? Why don't I just Google it? When? Gotta get the Gatorade. Yeah, chum, next year. I'm trying to figure out if anybody out there can figure out when the first practice session of 2018 for NASCAR is. I would love to know. I'm scouring the internet. I'm not finding anything. I looked at Jaskies. I looked at NASCAR.com. I can't see anything. Just telling me that the Clash is the 18th. Cup Series practice, February 10th. So it looks like February 10th then. So February 10th is the date we're looking for, boys. That's going to be the next time that there are Cup cars on the racetrack. And it looks like that Sunday is also the ARCA race as well, so. There you go. Yeah, we might be looking at last call here for anything anybody wants to discuss. I'll be doing a lot more streams lately, you know, now that the season's over. And pretty soon I'm gonna start doing some on Twitch, I think. Like I'll kind of like maybe every once in a while I'll do one on Twitch, I'll do one on YouTube, and then I think slowly I'll start to move towards Twitch because they just have a better streaming platform. But I'll still make videos on YouTube, obviously. I'll just kind of add streaming to my repertoire. Who will win the Daytona 500? Somebody in a Ford, hopefully Brad Keselowski. You heard it here first. I wonder how far behind my stream is. I mean, I can try and do crash videos. The problem is on Forza 7, the AI don't really crash that often. They don't wreck themselves, and they don't like pile into wrecks like they used to in Forza 6. On Homestead though, they do tend to wreck themselves, but not like massively. Like tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do for a video tomorrow. I might have to get on Forza tonight and try and record something. Although it's almost 11 o'clock here, I'm kind of tired. Let me do one last. Just getting through my stuff. Waper, probably not anytime soon for Dodge, I wouldn't say. I'd love to see him come back. They had the best looking cars on the track, that's for sure. That Gen 6 Dodge they were planning to bring out, that thing was gorgeous. But we saw how that went. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night there. I'm going to get on possibly recording, so I have something to put out tomorrow. I've got a NASCAR Heat episode to edit as well. That or I pass out and nothing gets uploaded tomorrow, in which case I apologize. I might do another stream tomorrow, though. I don't know. It all depends on like when I wake up and when everybody gets home. It's a lot easier for me to do a stream when nobody's home. So, yeah, with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. So, cool. It's been cool chatting with you guys. We should do this more often. So, thanks, Grim, for being here and moderating. I know you've been banning the weirdos. I appreciate that. Everybody else who showed up, thanks for being here. And see you next time. Peace.